This is exactly what I want to tell the world. Don't try to be somebody else. If you are so totally you, people will love you for what you are. Then for you to love the people, it becomes very easy. This question is quite relevant because mind takes us through situations which sometimes makes us act without thinking, especially anger, some kind of jealousy. All those things are unconscious, spontaneous actions. So how do we handle these situations spontaneously? Means almost like naturally. It has to begin with us. It all depends on how much we accept ourselves. And the answer would be, it would be almost always conditional. We do not accept ourselves easily. We always compare ourselves with somebody. We compete with somebody, and in the bargain, we feel less all the time. When we feel less, not up to the mark, we cannot be compassionate and loving to the world. So love has to start with us, with ourselves. There is only one thing we must practice to perfection. That means self-love. This has to be practiced to perfection, no other way. We can always love other people, do things outside. This is all when we are awake, when we are in a waking state. But all the time, who's with you? Yourself. So you need to perfect that connection with yourself, and that would perfect all other connections. Why we are not able to be loving all the time is because we do not love ourselves all the time. We compare and we say, I'm not good enough, or I'm not really up to the mark, etc. But that's not true. You are perfect by birth, as you are. We all are ourselves. We cannot be somebody else. Correct? So when we understand that we are perfect the way we are, and we need time to digest it, because society always compares, people compare, schools, education, all this competition and comparison is too much in the world. So to unlearn that, it takes time, but you must unlearn. If we don't unlearn, we miss ourselves, we miss life. If we are able to take opinions of the world about us as opinions, and it's just opinions, it may not have permanent value, so that we will not feel hurt when somebody says, hey, you are not so good, or you are not up to the mark. We will not feel hurt because this is opinion of somebody, and we don't have to buy everything. If it is good, if we can improve, no problem. If we cannot do anything about it, like we can't change ourselves, we can't be somebody else. So there is no point in comparisons. Sometimes it comes from parents to children. Hey, look here, your friend is doing well, much better than you. Why are you like this? All these questions may come, and we start feeling less, incomplete, incompetent. And that time we must know that these are opinions. These are relative things. And suddenly things can change and you can prove much bigger in the world. But again, I'm telling you, there's nothing to prove in the world. If people have eyes, they will see you. If people cannot see you, they are not yet ready. That does not mean your value is less. All the people, I'm talking about 7.5 billion people of Earth, all people have value. All animals, birds, trees, plants, everything has value. Nobody can take it away from anybody. So we have everything. We do have. So our acceptance should be total. And don't worry about the opinions of the world. Opinions of the world can be positive or negative. That's all. We should always be positive with ourselves. Let whatever the opinions be. I'll tell you a bit about my story. When I was young and I was in school, I was not so good in studies. In fact, I had no interest in studies much. I don't know why at that time. So I was not doing so well in school. So teachers decided that I am not very intelligent, or probably I am retarded. So I won't be able to compete with the other students. So they suggested me to be taken to a special needs school or some school which is not so competitive. And that's also triggered by, so in school, teachers ask children, what would you like to be when you grow up? So people write doctor, engineer, scientist, so many things they write. I wrote, I want to be alone. But it didn't happen. I was still in that school. But my maternal grandfather, my mother's father, was a great visionary. And he really understood me at that time also. He was a big help, or he was my savior. And he said, you know what? He didn't tell me, he told my mother, one day he will be known all over the world. People will love him only for what he is. People will love him for what he is. This, my mother told me much later, after my grandfather's death actually. But this is coming true now. People are loving me for being me. This is exactly what I want to tell the world. Don't try to be somebody else. If you are so totally you, people will love you for what you are. Then for you to love the people, it becomes very easy. The expression or the connection to the world with compassion is not so difficult if you practice humility. I believe that all the people are exceptional. I believe everybody are great. And I am not competing with anybody. I don't want to compete. So I become humble. Then I respect people. If we add respect to a relationship, compassion and humility, kindness, everything comes with respect. So we can train ourselves to respect. Even if somebody is abusing us, somebody is not so kind to us, if somebody is rude to us, we can still be ourselves. And people will respect us for who we are. Whatever we are, doesn't matter who we are. And then that respect can be translated in everyday life. All the time, we are respectful towards all the people. We are respectful for the time they give, the presence, the smile or hatred or jealousy, whatever it is. We accept that way. That acceptance will translate itself into compassion. If somebody is very angry with us, it does not matter what is the reason for anger. It doesn't matter. But they are angry. And this is their weakness, right? It's not ours. So we should be compassionate towards them. So then you don't have to beat them up. You can actually smile at them. Because you're almost like talking to a very sick man, a sick person. How would you do? You will not beat the sick person, right, for being sick. So like an angry person, a jealous person, you don't have to be angry. It's okay, this is in them. They have this problem. It's like an ailment, disease or illness. So let's be kind. If we don't have it, we should be happy. We should be compassionate towards people who have all these things, and we should help them with our life, our love, our compassion. That becomes service. That is a real service to the society. Many times, or most of the time, we believe love is transactional. Compassion and kindness are transactional. It means we have to do it. That's not true. Love, compassion, kindness, selflessness, they are all like a very beautiful flower which is giving fragrance for no reason. We should be like that. The tree gives the fruit only for its own purpose. Like it gives fruit. It's by nature it gives fruit. A flower gives the smell, the fragrance, not for particular anybody. And it doesn't know who is going to enjoy it. Maybe it will be wasted. Like a river is giving water or river water. We don't know what the river does not know or do not care what the water is used for. Or the sun does not care whether the light or the rays falls in a gutter or in a garden. So love, compassion and kindness should not be focused on somebody for something. It should be natural. All the time you are love. All the time your compassion. And we cannot associate it with something limited, like a transaction or sex or something. This is all part of this whole thing. So we should always be like a flower, always giving fragrance. And when we continuously give fragrance, people will get attracted for that, because there it's not hatred, jealousy, and all those kind of bad smell. Here it's fragrance of the garden, the beautiful. Why do we go to garden? Because of the fragrance and the good energy there. So this is exactly how we should be in our life. We should be just like flower, like a river. Doesn't matter who's taking from us, but we give. All that we have, we give ourselves. We can be like bright suns. When we give more, it multiplies, because it's like a water well. We've seen the water well, right? We draw water from the well. More water comes into the well. If you don't draw water from the well, after a while the water becomes stale and stagnant, and you can't drink it anymore.
Yeah.
So we have to continuously take the water from the well, and the fresh water will flow. And that's exactly how life works. We got to share and share and share, and better things come. Life blooms, blossoms with that.